Deven Parekh. You have 5 tech trends to watch over the rest of 2016 and into 2017. And the first is adaptive security architecture. I guess you got to watch those hackers, right?
It's in the press every day today. You're not very happy if you're Colin Powell today. You're not very happy if you're Hillary Clinton today with the emails being hacked. And this problem is becoming bigger and bigger. People are getting into networks in a way that's become much, much more prevalent. And it's a cat and mouse game. And so finding next generation technologies to basically be able to prevent that is a key trend. We have an investment in a company called Tenable, which is focused on this space.
All right, and you're also watching out for customer success and retention is a big trend for you. Is this software as a service like Salesforce along those lines?
Similar to Salesforce, what's happened is you've got a model where software used to be bought once, and that was it. You paid an upfront license fee and you own the software. As we've moved to a model where it's a subscription, the customer gets to make a decision every day, every year rather, as to whether or not they're going to renew. So making sure that you have a happy customer, which was not always the strength of software companies in the past, has become much, much more important. So as an example, we have an investment in a company called Gainsight, which really focuses on making sure that you have happy customers, making sure you're focusing your energy on the customers that you need to make sure they renew.
All right, next trend, legacy software disruption. So some of those older, bigger companies still going to get shaken up.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Oracle missed earnings yesterday with Salesforce. If you looked at Salesforce, in theory, Salesforce shouldn't have existed. Siebel had a lock on that market, weren't able to basically make the transition to the cloud. Salesforce was able to do that. And what we're seeing in almost every horizontal and vertical market is the same thing. We've got 50 to 60 investments in SaaS businesses today. Probably 50 to 60% of them are markets incumbents could have owned had they made the transition more effectively.
All right, next up, if I want to make money in tech the rest of this year and next year, fraud prevention. It's a recurring theme.
Well, it's a different trend, but related to number one. As more and more commerce goes online, the ways that fraudsters are in effect perpetrating credit card fraud and e-commerce fraud has increased dramatically. Almost every one of your viewers has probably gotten a phishing email. If they don't think they've gotten one, they've gotten one. And so really having next generation technology to make sure that you can have safe, secure transactions online, both if you're a vendor or a buyer, is a trend that we think is here to stay. We made an investment in a company called Sif Science recently that focuses on that space.
All right. Next one, number 5. Can people make money in connected ecosystems? Is this the Internet of Things, my refrigerator talking to my toaster?
One of many. So that's one trend. You could argue that there's parts of autonomous cars that are connected ecosystems. And the interesting thing about this market is I think everyone talks about the smart home, but remember that each one of those devices is actually an IP address. And so going back to even some of the security things, not only are there some interesting investments to be made in the actual hardware and software providers, but also in things around security. There's been press about people being able to hack into the operating system of a car. Those are going to be trends that are going to become more and more important as Internet of Things gets much higher penetration over the next 10 years.
All right, we're going to watch it. Thanks for coming on and talking about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching The Street.